Time to get back into King Arthur. They did an update a few days ago talking about what they're going to do this month to focus on stability, functionality, and balance for the game. Though it is odd that we don't hear about any of the uncommons that aren't working. Some of them, like Jack, aren't working at all. It's interesting that we don't hear about those guys, but maybe once they get this done, they can start focusing on those other issues. Because right now, the speed set, they're saying, still doesn't work. They came out with an update last week where they said they fixed this, but there were some two parts to it, and they found out that it was not fixed, but it will be fixed this week. The way they're doing the updates for this month in August is they're doing like they're doing 3 different updates for the month of August, and they're doing it in a little bit of a backwards way. We'll talk about that when we get done reading through all of these. So what they're doing, they're going to fix the speed set. That will be fixed sometime this week, and then Gillian and Anguish are going to be pretty hard nerfed. Now, Gillian will do that heal on her second ability when she counterattacks right now. I'm sure a lot of you know that. We've done a video on it. Whenever she counterattacks, she'll do her second skill ability. And on the frost weapon, that's a lot of heals. And on the fire weapon, that's a good chunk of heal. Plus, she can do turn meter reduction on the enemy. Lower their turn meter so they won't take turns as often. It's very strong because you put her in an all counterattack set. 45% chance to counterattack when she's hit, and you can really make it through content that you couldn't get through before because you get so many heals from that. Anguish's third ability, it does damage based on health, I guess, instead of attack, which is weird because it doesn't matter to me if I hit somebody with high health or I go in there and hit the boar with low health. I'm still doing way more damage with him than I am with other people. They're nerfing him, and this is going to affect a lot of people. This won't affect us on Gorgos. Gorgos is all about getting those damage over times. Not burns, but any other kind of damage over time on the enemy, and you can beat Gorgos really easy. We're not doing damage on Gorgos with our abilities. We're just using those dots to kill him and take him out. But on all other content that we are still using Anguish, this is going to be a big hit. So we're going to have to find out what other heroes we're going to use for single target damage. But I need to find a replacement. So if you guys know of somebody that can hit really hard, single target, really it needs to be a hard hitting single target instead of AoE. So we need to find somebody else in the game. But this goes also back to them wanting to balance the game, and we hope make it, when they say balance, easier, right? Better for us to play the game, better for all heroes to play the game. But the way they're doing this is going to happen this week, right? In August. Doing these balances and then improve the clarity and consistency regarding to debuffs, status effects, etc. Because the debuffs right now in the game, say a debuff is an increased attack, a buff and a debuff is increased attack, increased defense, decreased defense, and then we've got dots. Lots of different damage over time in the game, and then we also have abnormal status effects, and those are anything that takes control of your hero. Confusion, sleep, stun, freeze, all of those are abnormal status effects. So I guess they're going to make it clear what hero removes what and how it functions in the game for us, which is really a good thing. They're going to modify freeze to be an actual abnormal status effect or be able to be removed by that. And that's all going to happen this week because, again, it's Monday for me. So that should happen sometime this week, which I want it all to happen at the end of August. I don't like them breaking this up. I don't feel like there's enough here to break this up. I don't know why on their end they have to break it up, but I think this is far better to nerf Anguish, nerf Gillian, and then also balance the game to make the game better at the same exact time. Not to nerf Anguish and Gillian and then go ahead at the end of the month to make the game overall better for all of us. That just doesn't make sense for me. And I think it would be way better if you just do it all at the same time. This is really good for the clans where you can only have at level 1 right now 10 clan members. So now we're going to be able to have 20 at level 1, and then at level 2, 30, level 3, 40, and level 4, the total amount of 50. So this is a lot better. This is going to be better for people on global launch to get more people in there in those clans. And that's going to be like, look at that one for just the second part. That's the update. Fixed description, tooltips, and then we get some, again, I don't know why this is broken down into separate weeks or portions of the month. I'd rather this all be one big fix, guys, at Kabam. Please, there's no reason to nerf these two right away and then fix the game later on. Just do it all at one time for us. Please do that. So at the end of the month, they're going to update overall resource acquisition requirements, stage difficulty, shop items, and more. Shop item cost. But that's game balancing. Game balancing does not mean that they're nerfing it, that they're making it easier for us at all. They could be raising shop prices. They could be making it more difficult for us to get through content. I'm still convinced that we're going to see 6-star gear because in every turn-based gacha game I've ever played, you always have 6-star gear. Always, because you have 6-star heroes. You have 6-star relic weapons that we're playing with, and they've been holding that back for global launches, what I feel like. So we can't really get a feel for the game until we can get a hold of that 6-star gear. And maybe they're going to have higher level dungeons too to go along with those 6-star gear. Stages, 11 through 15 or 11 through 20. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. I would think that they're going to do that. Then they also have a way for us to earn more experience potions from current dungeons, which is okay. The problem with experience potions is there's smaller experience potions, medium ones, and the large ones. And if you use a whole bunch of low level ones, it costs way more gold, which is mind blowing, right? They should all cost the same. If I'm going to take one hero up one level, it should cost the same no matter what experience potions I'm using. So this doesn't say it's fixing that. This just says we're going to get more experience potions. Does that mean we're going to get more of the big ones, not the little ones anymore? That would be good, but the best thing to do is just go ahead and make it so it's the same cost to level up your heroes with those experience potions, no matter what experience potions you're using. The smaller, the medium, the large, doesn't matter. Should all cost the same. Then they go on to talk about enabling tooltips to display more information, fixing bugs related to vigor cost when you lower a vigor cost on the skills, and then taunt. Taunt has been an issue for a really long time. You can have taunt on your guy, and you've got nobody out there to attack. Not that big of a deal in this game because we can skip. If you couldn't skip, it'd be game breaking, and they would have fixed it a long time ago because you wouldn't be able to take your turn. You can't target anybody out there if the person that taunted you is dead. So they're going to fix that, which is cool. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal because, again, you can just skip your turn, but it's good that they're going to take that out. They did also say that they want to take a moment to apologize for our recent silence, as the team has been hard at work developing this plan of action. They've been hard at work developing this plan of action. This plan of action right here. And while I appreciate that, there is a whole slew of other things in the game that I feel like that really needs to be addressed. Once they have all those on here, then I'll feel like, yeah, we're getting somewhere, because global launch is supposed to be around the corner. And to get this game stable for global launch, to get it ready so that the masses want to stay. You get that first impression one time. People come and play the game, and they're either going to love this game and want to stick with it, or they're just going to be like, whoa, this is too much. Or they're going to be on the, really what's going to happen is it's the people that are going to be on the fence. The game is great. I'm having a good time, but there's too many bugs, too many issues. It just doesn't flow right, or some kind of issue like that, and they're going to take off before the game gets a chance to really start rolling. Get those events out there, get those heroes out there, get new content out there, get things that are really going to grab them. And it's hard. It really is hard to get those players back to try the game out again. Like all of us that have been playing this for so long in all the betas, we want the best for the game. We want the game to be amazing, and we want it to be ready for global launch. We want to play the PC client. Please get us the PC client out as quickly as possible so we can play that, and we can do videos as YouTubers and show people how great it is. So we can stream the game and show them how beautiful the game is instead of how we've been doing it right now too. That's going to make a world of difference from people seeing it and knowing how great the game is. And all those other people that have been playing it this whole time on something like Nox, where Nox doesn't even display the game properly, it looks terrible. Man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait, and I hope it's soon. But I'm glad they're doing this, and I hope they keep doing this. I hope we get more, because we need a lot more. If global launch is around the corner, we need a lot more than what's going on right here. So let me know your thoughts down below on the game. Let me know your thoughts on these patch notes and how it's functioning, the way they're doing it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys all in a video soon.